morning, Mathletes and Villagers. It is Friday, August 9th, and last weekend was VidCon, and it was amazing. I saw so many cool people and some really awesome stuff, and by the time I came home, I just slept for like 16 hours straight because I was exhausted. So one of the coolest things I saw at VidCon was something that happened before VidCon even started, and it was the Exceptionally Ordinary Tour. There was performances by Alex Carpenter, Ed Plant, a reunion of 2/5 of Chameleon Circuit with Liam Dryden and Ed Plant. Tom Milson played, Megan Tonjes. So many people. Like, it was so long that I can't even remember who all played. And then VidCon officially started with this big main stage event, and Hank and John Green came out and announced the start of it, and John recorded his, like, video intro for Tuesday. I'm pretty sure that's me. Tyler Oakley and Hannah Hart were hosting it, and both of them are just hilarious, much more so when you put them together. And we saw performances by Pentatonics. Tyler interviewed Jack and Finn. Smosh played. And then, most exciting of all, the Holy Trinity announced that they are making a movie.
Happy to be announcing it here at VidCon. We are shooting a movie in the month of August. It's all about camp.
They're making a friggin' movie. I cannot even begin to explain how excited I am about this. I think that those three are hands down the funniest women on YouTube, and when you put all three of them together, it is just gold, and there's nothing else that I would rather watch. They also did a reenactment of a Heartbig fanfiction in their onesies, or in Mamrie's case, a ghillie suit, and it was the funniest thing I saw all weekend. And another main stage, Rhett and Link hosted, and they came out and like sang a big song about VidCon. My Music debuted a trailer for season 2. Payne performed his hilarious After Ever After song about what happens to the Disney princesses when the movie's over. Mystery Guitar Man did some cool looping music thing, and there's probably more that I'm forgetting, but there you go. Also at VidCon, I had this giant expo hall where there was lots of like merch tables where different YouTubers would set up places to sell their stuff. There was also a lot of companies who were there promoting themselves and giving out free stuff, ranging from like Taco Bell, who, let's be honest, is already doing a brilliant job, to companies that were saying like, hey, we can make your content better, or we can get you more views. And then like YouTube themselves was there and had a booth and was promoting Geek Week, which happens to be this week on YouTube. I went to their booth and did a thing that was for one of their collab videos. They had me dress up in a robot costume and then do some like robot choreography, and I doubt you'll see that in a video anywhere because I obviously am not a great dancer, but we'll see. I also saw a lot of panels, including Hank and John and Nerdviteria, The Brain Scoop, the Lizzie Bennett Diaries, and perhaps the most interesting one, a Becoming YouTube panel. It had a ton of the people that had been interviewed at different points throughout the series, and at the end the moderator dangerously brought up the old women on YouTube discussion, and Ben Cook said some questionably sexist things, and Lex bit his head off for it. It was a rather interesting debate. There's a lot of controversy on the internet right now about that, and so I won't really get into it. I also saw a lot of people at signings or just around the expo hall. I never really waited in line for more than like 45 minutes because, sorry YouTubers, I just don't value your signature that much. I would much rather be in a panel listening to someone talk. But people I saw that I haven't mentioned yet: Tobuscus, Dan and Phil, Glozell, Felicia Day, Zay Frank, Lauren Fairweather, Grace Helbig's mom, Tim Helbig, who I think is just hilarious, so much so that I will even forgive him for going to MIT, Michael Buckley, Wheezy Waiter and his girlfriend China, Stephen Chin, and Freddie Wong in the cast of Video Game High School. So many awesome people, but by far the best part of VidCon, VidConcert! I'm not actually sure if that's what it's called, but we're gonna go with it. Performances by Megan Tonjes, Epic Rap Battles of History. That's not how you say it. Okay, hold on, here we go. Epic Rap Battles of History! Close enough, we'll go with that. Hank Green, Driftless Pony Club, and last but certainly not least, Watsky. I have seen him perform several times, and I'm always amazed by his energy and his stage presence. He is like one of my favorite artists, and that was just the perfect way to end VidCon. Even Hank and John Green were enjoying themselves. This week I also went to a One Direction concert at the Staples Center because my mom got me a ticket, and I found it rather disappointing. Maybe it's because I only know like 5 of their songs and the majority of their fans are 14 years old and obnoxious, but I couldn't help comparing it to VidCon. Why would I rather hear 5 boys sing songs they didn't write about love and girls and things they probably haven't even experienced, when I could listen to an entire arena full of people singing along with Watsky about second chances and living your life with the right mindset and not caring about the unimportant things? Songs that are really like emotionally resonant. The energy in that room was way more appealing than being surrounded by fangirls who get their most excited when like one of them just looks in their direction. And throughout the One Direction concert, they kept having little breaks in between songs where one or two of them would like talk to the audience, and they would just say things like, "Man, I'm so glad to be back in..." No, we're not gonna do the accent. "I'm so glad to be back in LA," or "Man, you guys are an awesome crowd." They said nothing worthwhile the entire evening. They have a stadium full of young girls who are hanging on their every word, and instead of talking about something important, they're just giving them a little ego boost or something by saying, "Wow, I'm really happy to be back in your town." But at VidCon, people were talking about charities and about sexism and racism and about improving educational content on the internet, about what it's like to be LGBTQ on YouTube, and so many things more important than just how long it's been since they visited LA. And so that's the main reason I'm glad I went to VidCon. Because sometimes I can't help but feel abnormal when someone asks me who my favorite musician is and I say someone from YouTube and not a famous artist. Or when they look at me weird because I spent the entire day watching vlogs, or because I'd rather watch Crash Course and learn about ancient Mesopotamia than watch a new TV show. But now I'm proud of those things, because we are a community of people who see problems in the world and work on fixing them. And I doubt that most people will ever get that and understand what the YouTube community means to me, but I won't be forgetting again. Caitlin, I'll see you on Monday. And Caitlin, get excited, because I got you a little present from VidCon. All you have to do is come visit me in California.